Good morning and welcome to a new video from Northern Norway. Again, we got a really beautiful morning, a really nice light. But in this video I'm not going out to taking pictures, even if I have some of my camera equipment with me. But in this video I just want to talk a little about all the different projects I'm working on and why I'm working with these projects. That's why I'm walking up to this spot here. For this winter I plan a little new project and let me see. There. These red berries, in Norway we call them rognebær. I think the English name is rowan berries, R-O-W-A-N. I just will put them here in the snow, around like this, and just leave them here and see if something come. And what I want to attract is the hare. We have some hares here, and every time when I walk here in the local area I see the traces of the hare, but the hare here is very shy. I know I've seen a few videos on YouTube from other photographers which sometimes can get very close to the hare and almost in a few meters and are able to get really nice images. The hare here is really jumpy. Sometimes I'm seeing him in a long distance, but then he just runs away. And now in winter time, anyway, I make so much noise with my snowshoes that the hare will see and hears me probably long time before I will see him, and he just disappears. So what I'm doing now is actually I put these berries down here in the snow. Over there's a pine tree or a needle tree, I don't know. And my plan is after a while, if the hare will come get here and eat the berries, that I will sit inside the tree. I use probably kind of camouflage net too, just sitting there still, and hopefully I will be able to take a few images of the hare while he's here and eating the berries. Then I will put, you see the snow is very deep, so it's important to to have snowshoes on. What I will do too is I will put up a trail cam on this tree over there, and then I will now every time when I'm here I will check if the berries are still here. If not, then I will check the trail cam and see who was here. There might be even birds and they're picking up the berries, I don't know. I hope for the hare. And then I will see it. If the hare comes, then I will just put up more every time new berries, and on the trail cam I will see at which time he usually is here. Hopefully I can see a kind of pattern. As I know from my experience, the hare is very active late evening or early in the morning. So we will see. So just now I just put up the camera, and then I finished here. Okay, but now I'm ready for a new small project. And now I'm going down to the squirrel hide, and we'll talk a little bit more about you hear that? I don't mean the motor sounds. There's probably someone driving a snowmobile, but I heard up there an Eurasian jay. So he might even pick up the berries down. We will see. But anyway, now I'm going down to the squirrel hide and lay out some nuts and stay there for a couple of hours. Yes, now I'm back with my foot in the forest, and you see there's a lot of snow, much snow than last time. Oh, there's a bluefinch, blue tit. I just was yesterday here, laid out some nuts, and everything is gone. But I don't see any trace of the squirrel. It might be the jay and the magpie which collecting all the nuts and not the squirrel. And right now it's quite long time since I saw the squirrel last time. But there was one thing I forgot when I was up with the hare project. The new project is now in place, and I work a little bit with it, and these red berries, you might wonder if the hare eats these berries, and yes, he does. I think it was 2 winters ago. There's a tree with these berries just 30 meters from there where I placed the berries. And one winter I was passing by this tree, and around this tree all the snow was flat and traces of the hare which was running around the tree. And then I saw there was something red in the snow. So at first I thought that might be blood, but that was these berries. And the hare actually was running around this tree, and you saw some prints of his foot on the tree. So it looked like that the hare was running around the tree and was jumping on the tree to hopefully to shake this tree, probably, most likely, and then the berries will fall down. So that was absolutely interesting. Well, there's quite a few small woods here. Okay, but anyway, that's for the hare. Now I'm with the squirrel project. I don't plan to do any images. It's quite dark, even if we have a lot of snow. I will put up one camera with a 70, 200 just for video if the squirrel shows up. But as I said, I haven't seen the squirrel for many weeks now, and the nuts are gone, but I don't see any trace of the squirrel. So I hopefully the squirrel will show up. Right now I just fill some nuts on these spots, and then we will see. Yes, now I'm just waiting and see what happens. So, as I said earlier, this video is not about photography, just to see if, or just to talk about my projects. The squirrel project here, I actually started because as you know, I do this project about my the lynx, and that is a project, my first project I started with, and it's a very difficult project. The lynx is a very shy animal and very difficult to get in front of your camera. And last winter I didn't get a single image of the lynx, but this winter it already I got 2 visits of male lynx just for a short time, but at least I got a few images. The squirrel project started because I saw the squirrel up, or I knew the squirrel was here in this forest, but I never saw it myself, and I wanted to take pictures of it. So I started to lay out nuts in the beginning, and just to see if the squirrel comes, and then I built this photo hide. For the squirrel, you mainly don't need a photo hide, but I like to sit in a photo hide, even especially when it's raining, so you're a little bit drier. And the squirrel might act more natural if the squirrel don't see me. But anyway, the squirrel is mainly a very easy photo object because the squirrel is not very afraid of us humans. So if he feels safe, he comes down and might just sit 4 or 5 meters from you, as long as you sit still and don't make huge movements. The other thing that I work with my project is that projects allow me to get more knowledge about the certain animal I want to taking pictures of, and then I can find different way how I want to take pictures of this certain kind of animal. The lynx project, my one image I have back in my head and I really want, and I haven't got yet, is a lynx under a really nice northern light. Earlier, I think it was 2018 or so, I got a few images with the northern light and the lynx, but the lynx was very small in this image. The landscape wasn't perfect, the composition wasn't perfect, and the lynx wasn't very sharp. So I hope that one day I will get the lynx under the northern lights. That's why I have this camera trap. This will allow me to get this kind of image, but there are so many things which has to happen at the same time. The lynx has to be there, the lynx has to be in the right position, and then I need at the same time a really nice northern light. So I might never get this image, but I will try until I hopefully get it. So we will see. For the squirrel do a lot of jumps between the trees and so on. In the beginning, I just laid out nuts in front of my photo height and try to do some images with the trees, do some kind of framing in the image, or you don't see the whole squirrel, you mostly see some nice light and some trees. And I got there a lot of image the first year. This summer then I built this water pool to get this mirroring. It's nothing new, there are a lot of other photographers who've done that, but that's my own pool, so I'm really happy about it. And I got a few images, and I will still use it next summer, probably longer, not just for 1 or 2 summers. And then I will see if I try to find other ways to take pictures of where I put nuts up in the trees, where I get the other background. So that's mainly why I work with projects, so I can see how the animal reacts on different situations, and to see where I might can put up my camera, or in which angle I can take pictures to get different images. You hear the raven. I just talk about the raven. Just hear the sound of the raven. That's something with the Shoreline project. If you lay out some food, especially in winter time, because of all the snow, it's quite difficult to find food for the birds. So the white-tailed eagle, the crows, the raven, they very often fly along the shoreline, because of the tide, there is always a kind of area with no snow, and there they very often find some food. So if I lay out a fish, some bird will find it, and I always hope that the ravens are close and see the fish. If they make the sound, it's sometimes so deep, the sound bears so far that if there's a white-tailed eagle in the area, the white-tailed eagle might hear it and might fly over and see if there's some food for him. And hopefully one day he will land in front of my photo eye then too. But for the white-tailed eagle is very carefully, and if the white-tailed eagle think this is very it's something not right and he feels not safe, even if he's hungry, he won't land. At least if you have older white-tailed eagle. You might be more lucky with these young ones. The young ones are often not so carefully, because they still learn how to to be safe and how to live. So they were often a little more tougher than and just land down because there's some food. I think now it's time for me to head back to the cabin. Today it's quite cold, it's -12, and I need to get a little bit warm again. I've been sitting, a couple of hours. Was hoping to see the squirrel, but I haven't seen it, and actually I've seen no signs of it either. There are no trace of the squirrel. I just saw the magpie and the jay and a lot of small birds. But anyway, this video was not about taking any pictures, but I just wanted to show you my new project. I started the hare project. How I started it, just putting out some berries and my trail cam, and hopefully I will get the hare in front of it, and later this winter I will get a few images of the hare. And then a little bit about talked about the other projects I have, the thought behind it, why I started it, and what I think, or what I try to achieve with all my different projects. So I hope this was a bit interesting for you, not too boring. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I see you next time. So thank you, and bye. Oh.